You've waited all week for your dose of ... stupid.
Quiet down, dummies. I'm talking.
It's hashtag WrestlePals.
Shut up, dummies.
Hi! Hey everybody, it's hashtag WrestlePals. I actually feel like I sound okay this week. Something must be wrong. Wow. Hey man. Look, some weeks are better than others as far as wrestling goes, and some weeks are even better because of speculation. And this is, god damn it, this is one of them weeks. It's hashtag WrestlePals. We happy. We're gonna babble a lot. Mostly me babbling, and then positive insight and guidance and inexorable. Hold on, an inexorable march of progress that will lead us all to happiness over here in one hashtag WrestlePal Justin.
Oh,
There he is. Look at him. He is a real man of science. Real man of science. Look at that. The voice is all warmed up. Look at that. One of these days, you know the little flip top on that can? It's going to catch one of your mustache hairs, and it's going to pull it when you go to pull the can away, and then you're going to be like a little gun shy from drinking from a can ever again. Just saying. It could happen. It may have happened to people you know.
Maybe somebody directly to my left?
No. Stupid. No, that's stupid, not you. I am stupid, not you. Wait, no, damn it.
What are you saying?
That I'm hashtag WrestlePal Nate.
That's you.
That's me.
Speaking of you.
What?
Speaking of you. Happy hashtag Nate Appreciation Day.
You think you're done. And then, I thought last week was like the culmination. It's done. Are you a mime? What are you doing? No, you don't like mimes.
I love mimes.
Why?
Because they're great. They don't say nothing.
You know what I say to that? That's all. I hope that's not a rope you're pulling and just like a spear you're running through yourself. That's what I hope. You
Do
stupid
you think
mime.
mimes need translators?
Is that a type of running shoe? I don't.
Just saying. That may be a
Mime
super
translator?
secret project.
Okay. What's he
Oh, you
say?
were sleeping, basically, when we wrote that.
Like right there on the floor. Somebody needs a night-night. Hey, everybody. Hashtag WrestlePals.
Oh, my God. So much to get to this week.
Dude, like, okay. Look, everybody loves a WrestleMania, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some things are better. And I feel like this is my favorite time of year because of it. We just, damn it, Dakota, what are you doing? Why are you leaving? That's fine. We had the doldrums of December,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's like, all right, Wrestle Kingdom hype, here we go. We got Wrestle Kingdom, and hot damn, it was a fun show, and then the fallout of it, and then all kinds of new announcements with, hey, young upstart organizations just trying to make it in this world today.
Yeah.
Also, fallout everywhere else, and people getting mad on the internet, and clips going viral, and
WWE is doing well, too. Like,
and it's doing well.
everything
Justin.
is, like, it's amazing, an amazing time.
Everything was watchable.
Here's what I want to say. And we say this quite frequently, but I want to hammer this point home.
I got a hammer in here somewhere.
This is inarguably the best time ever to be a wrestling fan.
It's the best time of year, and oh my God, you've got the best to be the best about. Yeah.
That
That doesn't make sense.
Everything in wrestling is awesome right now.
Everything is wrestling. Everything is evil. I'm not singing the damn song. I've been fighting it for like a minute and a half over here. Everything is wrestling.
It's just insane to think about. Like, I mean, you know, I'm willing to give WWE the pass more often than not.
Yeah.
They don't need it right now.
Because they have the consistency and the longevity that they can have a downtime and you'd be like, and they have such a vast amount of alternative product. They could be like, okay, this part of it isn't for me now. I can enjoy this part.
And then New Japan, Wrestle Kingdom always provides. I say that. I mean, this is only, I think, the 5th year I've watched, but like all 5 have been good.
New Japan is wonderfully traditional in some ways, but their presentation is fantastic no matter what kind of wrestling fan you are. For the most part, it's more traditional, but these last few years they've let a lot of more Western ideas in there. Culminating in their damn main event as it's a clash of styles. No styles clash, mind you, but a clash of styles of the East versus the West. It was just fantastic storytelling throughout that match and as a representative through the entire card, which also had a lot of East versus West style matchups to it. And good night for the East. Good night for the East.
And then,
but the next day, really great night for the West. Ooh. Like, is there ever been a time in wrestling where it's like everything is really pretty damn good, par to good to really freaking great on every level? Dude. Like, there's times where you're like, I'm not so much about the big dudes, but man, indies are hot right now.
Yeah. And
like it's hot everywhere. And as much as we worry about like the dilution of talent, man, we're getting more exposure for more people right now, and all of them are stepping up. And
then on top of that, Impact trying to make waves too.
Yes.
So look, there's plenty for us to talk about this week.
Hey, you're all doing great.
But do you want the tuna, Nathan? Do you want the tuna? We're not going to show the clip.
Oh my God, I thought you were going to play it.
We're not going to show the clip. The topic has already seemed to have.
It's dissipated, hot damn, it was the thing
for a hot minute. Like, this is how hot it was. I never shared it. I saw it. I had a couple talks with a couple people about it.
Yes.
And I didn't share it. But I saw Jenny share it. It reached Jenny before I was able to share it with her.
That was my fault, sorry.
Oh well, but still, like, that's insane. It got pretty big there for a second.
Well, I mean,
Dolt.gif. We're talking about Priscilla Kelly.
Oh yes. You know how like you've got some people that might not know who Joey Ryan is, but there's
famous dick wrestler.
But yeah, if you say the dick guy, everyone's like, oh, dick guy. You might not know who Priscilla Kelly is, but for this brief window, for this one slight moment, well, she didn't really get a name for herself, but yeah, I'll be damned if she wasn't like the tampon wrestler.
Yeah. Okay. So
hey, you're on the indies, get noticed. Oh,
there's a couple things to talk about here.
Easy,
Number one,
ma'am.
I guess it'd be different if it was her thing. Like, it's not.
Okay.
She did it.
It was her thing
that day. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was at a bar. It was at a bar, which happens. There's bar wrestling.
Yeah.
And
sometimes
so it was a 21.
Involuntary.
It was 21 and up crowd, and
right. Raucous bunch of dudes drinking. It's a different environment, different crowd.
And if you watch the video, the crowd was pumped about it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, wow! Ultimately, isn't that what you're going for?
You're playing to that crowd. Now, whatever video gets picked up and wherever it goes, hey, so be it. You have to be aware of your social media presence. You have to capitalize on it. Hot damn, I hope like a bunch of indie companies were like, hey, can you do our show and do that thing?
The thing is, a lot of indie companies did the exact opposite.
What'd they do?
I'm not going to name names, but I definitely saw some promoters who said that they're worried. As a matter of fact, a lot of names coming out embarrassed by it.
Yeah,
coming off like Cornette.
Well, Cornette was about he's the one. I think he's the one that coined Dick Guy.
Yeah. I don't know, dude.
Which I don't know. I think I was.
I can see. I
hate to invoke his name. It's like fucking Candyman. I don't want to bring it up, but he invokes those names and he craps on them out of his love for traditional wrestling, but also to get himself noticed a little bit.
Yeah.
And guess what? He gets himself noticed a little bit.
He's
the best him he's ever been, and Twitter's a fantastic outlet for him to be the best him. And as a result, hey, now he's attached himself to a story, and there we're talking about him. Pretty fantastic.
The thing is, so I can understand these companies' problems. They're worried that like a high school or an elementary school that they're working at is going to see this video and go, yeah, we can't associate with that. And this specific company that I saw was like, yeah, we do work with a lot of charities. Now you've taken money out of my pocket. You've taken money out of that charity's pocket. So like I can understand
Her doing that?
Well,
Are they crapping on her for doing that?
the possibility that could happen. Yeah.
Well,
So
she's
like,
not booked at their shows. Go screw.
yeah, but if a high school sees that and goes, yeah, we're not going to do business.
Is
with
that
you.
what indie wrestling is? That kind of deal?
Sometimes, yeah.
So she's responsible for the image of indie wrestling.
That's what the thing is, all wrestling is wrestling, right?
Uh-huh.
Except for when it isn't.
Okay.
Wrestling isn't wrestling. It's a whole because Joey Ryan dick flip, that's wrestling.
Perfectly fine, right? How about when he takes the lollipop out?
See, that's what I was like. He pulls a lollipop out from his schmeg, we'll say, and puts it in somebody's mouth. I mean, it's not exactly the same, but like, it's comparable. That's closer to apples and apples than apples and oranges.
Wait. Which one's the apple? Which one's the tampon? Is the
Why does this
tampon an
matter?
apple or an orange?
Why does that matter?
Well, I'm trying to see what level is too far.
Probably strawberry jelly.
All
if I
right,
had to guess.
no, that's not. Oh God, I wasn't going that way.
Broncoberry?
What?
Broncoberry?
It's not a broncoberry. Metaphorical though. I mean, because not that they would be like looked down upon, but say like a kaiju big battle or a Chikara when they go weirdly out there as far as their storytelling and or characters. It's like, I don't know, I can't promote this sea monster agenda. This is weird and it's not realistic. You know, those monsters don't exist, do they? I don't know. They're not from space. This is a bunch of crap. Are there those that would be upset by that? And where's the line? Like, this is objectionable. We can't have this here, or this isn't real enough for me. Damn it, I don't like it. It isn't. I feel like it's not just two sides of the same. It's not two sides of an argument. There's like many different layers. One of which is like, it's disgusting, and we can't promote that here. And if they're outside looking in and they see that and they don't like that, and then as a result spurn all of wrestling, they probably weren't into the stuff anyway.
That's what I would
But then
assume.
again, they're also never giving it the chance. Have they ruined the chance? And is that Priscilla Kelly's responsibility at that point?
I also don't think that's fair.
Yeah, of course
Because
it's not
the
fair.
whole thing in wrestling is get noticed. She got noticed.
Well, sometimes
Make a name.
that brings out the most worst in people.
It does.
Oh, you got noticed? Well, I've got to crap on you because that's how I'm going to get. I can't climb up by myself. I have to pull you down to get up on top of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, like I can on some levels, but I think Joey Ryan put it perfectly. Like I'm not going to get in the way of her creativity.
Word.
I
I don't like her. Don't go see her, and then she won't get booked. Anybody booking Sexy Star?
I know, right? When's the last time her name popped up?
It was right then, and it has been like a year since.
Easily, if not two, dude. Because that happened right when we brought the show back. So it's been almost 2. It's like a year and a half at this point.
Well, it will forever be a moment that lived in infamy. Hey, don't hurt people on purpose. But
All right, so we got finally the comments are catching up
oh,
here.
good Lord.
Jenny says, I think it's bullshit. AJ Styles can get hit in the... I think I need to start trying to watch my... maybe a thing happening with a radio station here soon.
Okay,
Due to my Fozzy thing. So maybe we may want to try to watch our language a little bit. We usually do. We're usually pretty good about it.
I'll be gooder.
I think it's BS.
I think
Good?
good.
I think it's BS. AJ Styles can get hit in the nuts every week, but God forbid there's something to do with women's bodies that isn't sexy. I mean, she's definitely onto something here.
Yeah.
Because
You bring in the stigmas of sexuality.
Yeah.
And that is part of the bias of the arguments that come in there. Here's the thing about people complaining. You don't have to listen to them.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
That's true too.
It's amazing when you could just shut down from an argument and be like, I don't care what you think anymore. It's
but
cool.
it comes back to like
keep yapping, whatever.
but it
Not
comes back to like bookers and stuff
Uh-huh.
that aren't going to book her because of this. And it's like, but if she puts butts in your seats, like, you know, I don't know, man. That's not her thing. It was just something she did that night.
See, I think you and I are both of the mind of, hey, it ain't our spot to really judge, but people will. And that's kind of the analysis of it. But in the end, it comes down to her and who will book her. And man, I think it's gonna be she's that lady. Because look, did you watch the video?
Most of it.
I'm not saying seek it out, but as far as everything she did, besides the act itself, which is what everybody finds somewhat objectionable here or there, everything she was doing was wrestling as all get out.
Yeah, big sell.
Like, okay, she had to take it out, and she had to retrieve it. In doing so, it wasn't just a matter of whip, here it is. No, there was a whole.
She made a show of it.
She made a show of it. There was a point at which it was like, oh, she's going into her pants. Yeah. You could tell it was a bar crowd. They're like, yeah, oh man, what is she doing? This is something. She carried it on to a point where it's like, this is uncomfortable. Oh my god. Oh, is she really and then just that moment, she had like a perfect amount of she's really getting in there. Dear God. Like, she doesn't care what she's doing. She needs to get this in order to punish that opponent. And then the delivery thereof, showing it, making sure to show it. Everybody saw it. Here it is, very well, as well done as possible to show for the show. And then very much telegraphed what she was going to do with it. And not just do it, but like mush it in there.
Gave her the tuna.
Mush it in there. Yes, she was wrestling somebody named Tuna.
Yep.
And she gave Tuna the tuna.
Tommy Dreamer was like, go for it. Hardcore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, think of the things he's done in the past. People found that objectionable back in that time. It's like, oh, this isn't real wrestling. Yeah, it was also widely popular, and he's a folk hero of wrestling of sorts. And then more of the sell of Priscilla Kelly as she like recoils from what not recoils, but like slinks away from the evil that she's done, and like looks on evil with an evil like a love of what she's done in her eyes as the crowd is chanting "You sick F, you sick F." If you've elicited reactions from everybody. That was the moment of the night for all those dudes there.
Yeah.
Oh, she's awful. She elicited that reaction. Very lovely woman. The initial reaction from a bar crowd is going to be, yeah. Nah, she made him go, oh. Well done.
Yeah.
Look at you eliciting reaction. And then it goes
Working
to
the crowd.
Working the crowd. And
working being the operative.
Yeah.
Working the crowd being the operative.
She made him feel a certain way.
Jenny says, yeah, that lollipop thing is worse. Of course, with the snozberries, tastes like snozberries.
Ah, do they though?
So another company is trying to create their own version of a female badass who gives it an S if she threw a tampon in an opponent's face. Like none of us has ever wished for one of the women in WWE to do the same thing to Stephanie over some of the self-absorbed promos over the past 18 months. Ellie says positive vibes, 2K19, right?
I haven't played that game. I haven't played it in several years.
Also, I see.
The last I played that was never mind.
WrestleMania 2000. Ellie says, also, I see both sides of the argument, but I think I said it best on Twitter. That's where I stand. Chris Pitt says she feels it down in her plums.
Is that what
down in her plums.
Okay. Word.
I can feel it down in my plums.
Didn't even readjust his glasses. He didn't need to. He's that good.
Again, I don't want to get in their way of creativity.
Of course not. That's not our place to say. But it is the thing that happened. And hot damn if it didn't get attention. Nah, I mean,
what does she do with that? Like, how does she make that a more palatable and usable thing?
Maybe palatable isn't the right. It's the right word, but it's the wrong word.
Well, how does she make that?
Oh no, you're right. You're right. Palatable. But I'm gonna turn my dirty brain off. Go ahead.
How does she make it something that can be utilized? Like, there has to be a way.
About once a month.
I mean, clearly Joey Ryan can dick flip all day, every day.
Big. Yeah. Sorry, I'm stuck saying big strong boy now.
Strong boy. I hate that guy. Tyler Bate.
You hate Tyler Bate now?
Oh, I've been on some hating Tyler Bate.
Oh.
I mean, I like him as a wrestler.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's very good at what he does. Oh, did he yell at you in a Hooters parking lot?
No.
Oh,
John Cena would never yell at me at a Cena or at a
new
Hooters
or
parking lot.
new or old hair.
No, everybody knows who she is now. I think it was perfect. Is she a heel? Isn't it the point to get people to hate you?
Oh man, she didn't get people to hate her as much as recoil and fear of her.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, without having to be, weirdly demonic. She just said, I'm just a vile person. You're going to have to deal with me. What's up?
Isn't her gimmick like she's the demon's favorite harlot or something?
Yeah, but she's
something
not
harlot. Yeah.
she's not playing like a supernatural character though, is she?
I don't know.
Unless
A little.
hey, man, that makes demons even scarier now. The
Christopher
fact that they
Brown's-
have some sort of oh boy.
Chris Brown, another reason for her doing this is so she might get noticed by one of the bigger companies. She was at the Mae Young Classic
That
this year.
yeah?
Well, 2018.
Like an alternate or
No, she was in it.
She was in it?
Priscilla Kelly, yeah.
Oh, now I got to go back and watch.
Yeah. Devil's favorite harlot. I don't remember what. Chris Witt, if you didn't know her name before, you do now.
Mhm.
I mean, it gives another level to who she is.
Man, I hope she at least gets. A couple people had to come to her like right away and be like, "Hey, you should come, to our company. We like what you do." Just if it gets her one offer,
Yeah.
it gets her one extra door to get through. Good for her.
Again, like if she's creative enough, she can figure out a way to make that a thing. Like,
Meanwhile, the poor
not like that.
the poor girl
obviously.
that took it, and they're just like, "Hey, you're fine. You're fine."
Yeah, well, you're
Hey,
Tuna.
we
so
like-
we
we
all
like-
know her name too.
Good work. Good work.
We all know who Tuna is, sort of.
I don't know. The entire body of work I've seen of her, she's just been lounging in a chair, Justin.
Seems kind of lazy. But again, I just want to say,
What am I doing? I'm lounging in a chair, Justin.
I want to keep. Seems kind of lazy.
I know, dude. I understand. I know my place. Oh, good lord.
I do want to point out again the operative working.
Yeah.
Like the thing that always gets pointed out in these spots is they don't know how to work. Do you know how hard it is to work a crowd nowadays?
Yeah.
Like it's just about impossible because everybody knows everything.
Mm-hmm. You've got to do something new and different, or you okay?
My microphone is invisible, so especially when I do that.
It is.
Yeah. Well,
Well, that's kind of the best, Justin.
yeah.
I'm kind of excited about it. I meant the two, not the green, not the yellow. Okay.
Happens.
Mm-hmm. I wish I had a yellow shirt. No. Oh well.
You should be Hulk Hogan. I think we actually have to kind of talk about him too. It's our own version of Sacco. I think that was what Tommy Dreamer said. Tommy. Stealing from other pods.
Oh, they're the worst. They're the best. The worst. The best. The best. I don't hear that music very often, Justin. Not on wrestling shows. But some reason on this show that happens every once in a while. I thought for the love of God we had avoided it.
Living large.
Like, no, shut up. Stop. You. Hashtag Justin needs to
Hashtag Justin? Hashtag Nate Appreciation Day? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, not even close. Man, I was way off. Excuse me. We started strong.
Yo.
With the what do they call it? Tampon lady? Tampon wrestler. Okay? And I thought we were going to transition smoothly because I had a delicate transition.
This is
Smoothly.
equally as strong.
Smooth. I was ready to go right from there,
Like our
right into
friendship.
Wrestle Kingdom. What?
Like our friendship.
What is? Smooth? Or this transition?
Strong.
Strong, big strong boy. God damn it.
Stop doing that.
I can't stop doing it.
Please?
I'm going to keep doing it.
Yo.
What? Where did they get
Live
that
update.
8-year-old? Oh, for Christ's sake. I was trying to talk to the end of the song. Hopefully I can avoid whatever nonsense is about to happen. By all
Hashtag
means.
Nate Appreciation Day. Hashtag Justin is great. This one's the new one. It's catching on.
Do we do that all the way to your birthday?
Mm.
That's cool, man. Because I can handle like 1 month if you could take that other 11. That's sweet.
No,
Well, it's like, okay. It's like
until we get hashtag Confinate. That's how long Nate Appreciation Day is going to last. I don't know, man. You might as well just get some confidence.
Seems hard.
Nah.
I don't believe in myself.
That's why there's hashtag Nate Appreciation Day, because we believe in you.
You know, I'd rather just be slapped or yelled at.
So live update.
Okay.
First of all,
Ladies and gentlemen, there's no avoiding it. I'm very sorry. This is necessary. Choose to enjoy it if you wish. Try. I've tried. Doesn't. Okay.
Commit.
There she is.
I like this one a lot.
Which one?
This picture.
Oh, okay. That's the Chance Sports. Why do
Yeah.
I know everything that Liv has done? Why do I know everything that Liv has done? Is it because of you? She hosted
'Cause
the
she's great.
Champ Sports thing again,
Again, yeah.
and decided to do some sort of weird, I'd say murder mystery, except nobody died.
Yeah.
Mystery. Shoe mystery. Theft.
There's no honor among thieves.
If you haven't seen that, it's stupid. Also adorable. It's fine.
Feels like lightning running through my veins
God.
every time I look at you. That's hashtag commitment, Jack. You see this?
I see that. So Liv did what, like a 4-part little thing
Yeah.
for she had this new gear and it got stolen.
Got stolen.
And then, oh no, her best friends had taken things.
It was the
But,
squad,
hey.
it was Squad Squad.
But they would never take the shoes.
They would never do that.
No, they wouldn't. And
Yeah, happy birthday, Rue. You aren't watching this, but happy
Oh.
birthday, Rue.
maybe one of her friends is. Jesus Christ. You got a friend.
I'm
Okay.
just saying, like that's not a definite, but
No, it's not even a remote.
it's remote enough to where it could make sense.
Justin feels he's being what is
Instagram
subtweeting?
story?
What's subtweeting on Instagram called?
I don't know.
Subgram?
Subgrammed?
Subinsta.
But it was in her story.
He caught a Subinsta is what happened. And
I don't know.
he feels like he's being Subinstas? Is that what we're going? Subtweet. You're not.
Well, I'm not Bay yet. But she was wearing that sweater,
That sweater.
right?
And
that song was playing. You
Uh-huh.
got a friend in me.
yeah, okay.
And last week, what did we talk about?
Uh,
How her and I might be
friends.
new friends.
So what it was? I don't know. I wasn't
Yeah.
here. When did what did the Subinsta come out?
At some point today. I just saw it before we went on air. So I don't know how long ago she posted it, but
It's
look,
terrible.
I know.
You want to know if okay. I want to make sure that you're grounded here, sir. That you understand. Very remote possibility that's related. I'll give you that.
It's like
I don't like giving you that, but here, take.
one in a
Enjoy.
million, probably. Like
Just like her, right? I like the contemplative music. There we go. Back to talking again.
don't worry, we'll get to the live update.
In the weird little the Champ Sports story that was happening in, she came in to the squad, brought her friends near
Squad.
to express her complaints and her exasperation and what was going wrong in her moment in her time there, and she just whined, and they understood her perfectly. That was awesome. That's when I'm like, well, now I gotta watch all 4 parts. I gotta see what happens. I gotta see who's eating those shoes.
And it may have been Tyler Breeze.
Maybe. I don't know, behind that beard.
So, live
Oh
update.
God! I thought that was the live. Oh, okay. Carry on.
So she's been tweeting about like the food she's been making. She made pasta a couple nights ago, right? She made some pasta, and then she
Oh my
made
God.
some habanero chicken a couple nights ago, and so like on whatever day it was, I'm gonna say it was Sunday. I'm not sure. I was like, what's the deal? No food update. What you cooking? She retweets chicken noodle soup. Smiley face. There's nothing really to read into there, but she
No,
answered me. We're friends, man.
You hurt my heart, Justin.
I did?
Like legit, I have like a pain like right here. I think I'm dying.
Is that
Subinsta.
My heart is swelling right now. With love. You know why? Because I love Liv Morgan. Feels like lightning running through my veins. What? Yes, I did say Tyler Breeze. Yo.
She answered you. Did you immediately go and make chicken soup just to see what it's like to?
No.
Okay, I just want to see how deep the problem goes.
I am not a maniac.
What I love about this one is the fact that you didn't like immediately like run and tell us like, "Hey guys, she's my friend." You didn't do that this time, and you're like, "I'm gonna hold on to this one and spring it on me on this day of all days."
Yeah, Nate Appreciation Day?
No,
Sorry.
is that what it is?
Yeah, today's Nate Appreciation Day. It just feels good.
I'm sure it does.
Heart swelling, call 911. I know a guy.
Just if you would, just dial 911 and then just hold
Forget
that
the
last
last one?
Yeah, no, just hold that little finger over that last one, just for a minute. It's fine.
All right.
Just want to make sure I'm not dying here. I think you might have actually killed me with a live update.
How?
I don't
Do you
know.
need some water?
Who have you been talking to? You shut your mouths with that water. That water will kill you. You have too much of it, you'll drown.
Yeah.
Will you drown with any other beverage?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I have to rethink my argument and get back to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure water's bad for you.
No, water is actually really.
You know what they
really
put
good
in
for
that?
you. I'm guessing 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen.
Yeah, you can't have hydrogen. That stuff's explosive.
What is the matter with you? Are you really dying? Do we need to take a break?
No,
Do you
I'm
need
good,
to go
I'm
get
good,
some
I'm
water?
good. No, I'm not going to get water. I'm not going to go. If I fall over, just keep going. You're fine.
What is happening?
I don't know.
Nathan's going to die on the air tonight.
Please don't tell him that.
Oh, Nathan's not going to die on the air tonight.
That's right. We're going to cut the stream. Then I'll die on the floor. It'll be fine.
Do I need to dial 911?
No, I want to die. I want to die alone. If you could just step out of the room for a few. No, I'm good. Oh, Liv might actually like you.
What's wrong with that? Why is that a bad thing?
I don't know. See,
Seems
because
like a really good thing to me, since it kind of really makes me happy.
I'm having to change my my opinions on this now. Oh, that's your armrest. Excuse me. There was a point in time where I was mad at you, and that was the extent of the live updates. Was me just being very mad at you for being insane and horribly delusional. Now I want to tell you how the live updates affect me. The live updates now are me having to come to terms with what's happening around me. I don't like this.
Why?
Because I don't want to have to come to terms with what's happening around. Also, I did... Just let me hear the yos now. Now I'm starting to like the yos.
All right, let me go back then.
Okay.
Yo, how's it affecting you? What do you mean?
I don't know. Pho was a bad choice. Pho. Oh, boy, I'm dying.
Okay.
Oh, Liv. Yo.
Yo, Liv. I love you, girl. I'm trying to drown in whiskey for science.
I think that's called pickling. I'm not sure. I think you might be an egg now. Oh, good Lord.
You can't die on hashtag Nate Appreciation.
All right,
Day.
then let's keep this shit going.
May I offer you an egg on this in these trying times?
Don't make me laugh, you jerk.
All right. Wrestle Kingdom 13 happened.
Yes, nothing fun happened there.
No. I mean, like not in the traditional fun sense. Like, it was a good wrestling night.
Yes,
I think I put the card.
No, well, I was joking with that, sir. No, it was a freaking great night.
Yeah, but it wasn't. I wouldn't. Watching New Japan is rarely fun.
It's
just good.
It's like a really good. I don't know, this is a terrible analogy coming from me. It's like a really good workout, and then at the end of it, you feel like, I did something amazing there. That was great. I feel better about myself and the world in general. Or I'm gonna die. One of those two. Those are the two reactions that come out of New Japan. It's either like, I made it. I did it. Yes. Because it's a marathon, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's 124 hours. How they fit that all in one day, I'm not sure.
I definitely skipped the pregame this time.
I did. I skipped everything up to what is become the equivalent of the
Hot open.
Yeah, the whole idea of the Ziggler versus Rollins Intercontinental title match. Kick off the show. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Hot open. How are they going to follow that? Well, then they do, and it's good.
Mm-hmm.
But it really sets the mood. And the pre-show is fantastic. All the stuff leading up to it. But the first big match with Toru Yano, anytime you get to see him give somebody a low blow, that's fantastic. But that's beside the point. Ibushi and Ospreay.
Yeah.
This was the one I was worried about. I'm actually glad it went on early, so all of the local medical facilities were still open because somebody was going to die.
Somebody did.
And Kota Ibushi died.
The never open weight, right?
Yeah. And the match was as awful and hard hitting and terrible as you would think it is, but you saw that elbow, right?
Yeah.
That was the clip of the match. You expected it to be some sort of weird. Any of the high-flying awful garbage they're going to do to one another. But nah, man. That elbow right to the back of the head, Ospreay gave just look, I am not trained.
Mm-hmm.
So but I understand the concept of being able to take stuff appropriately so that you don't get injured. How the hell are you setting yourself up to know that that's coming and just stay there and take it? Because it's you can see him staying nice and loose.
Mm-hmm.
He's not tensing up to really fight back against it. It's just he's just got to take it as best as possible and hope that he doesn't get murdered.
Mm-hmm.
But goddamn, he got murdered and then he died.
Matt says, "Hey guys, just like your page, can I get a moment of silence for Mean Gene? Thanks for joining the page. We did our Mean Gene tribute last week, so if you want to see our Mean Gene tribute, it was last week.
Fun show.
Yeah. We're obviously in the middle of Wrestle Kingdom here. Well,
we'll
beginning.
We'll mention the little special guest appearance there, celebrating Mean Gene's life a little bit later. We'll throw that in.
Yes.
And that weirdness, that was okay.
It was.
But yeah, man. And the other spot was Ibushi Trio Woad there in the corner and the little slap fight they got to do. And you say slap fight, you think, just ha ha ha. Nah, they just smack the hell out of each other. It was as horribly violent and high-paced and just as awful as we thought it was going to be. And it was all somebody was going to get injured, and Ibushi suffered a concussion.
Yeah.
Now, New Japan's weird.
Okay.
He may be okay, and they may just be saying that, which is something you have to take with a grain of salt in New Japan. If somebody got a concussion in WWE, they would tell you that.
Yeah.
And they would be like, we take this seriously. As a concussion, it's going to be off shows for a while until we can go through the full concussion protocol. Meanwhile, New Japan's like, I don't know, man, he's got a concussion.
Yeah, right.
And meanwhile, Kota Ibushi probably drove home. But they take him out on the stretcher and everything. Really, really, I don't want to say played it up because that's the beauty of New Japan. You don't know.
No
You're
idea.
not supposed to know.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man.
It sure looked pretty brutal.
Yeah, because it was.
Yeah.
That's why. Good Lord. Oh, yeah.
But we're off to a hot start here.
Yeah, that set the pace for the card.
I was completely enthralled,
Mm-hmm.
watching every moment and just being in the moment with them.
And with the card you have coming up, you're not going to have a down moment at any time. Even I don't want to say necessarily lesser matches coming up after that are going to be top of card anywhere else. Or have something special about them that's going to make you want to stay there and watch it.
Ospreay afterwards was saying something along the lines, because he's got Ariel Assassin was his name on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
He scratched out Ariel and it just says assassin now.
Uh-huh.
You guys have turned me into a killer, because people are saying all he's doing is flippy shit.
Uh-huh.
So he's like, okay.
Yeah, dude.
So that's nuts.
Get out of here with that, y'all jerks. Beat it, you spider ham. Look at him trying to get you in the middle of the show.
I know, right?
Get out of here, you jerks.
I'm trying to do stuff.
But I have the full match card. You want to just roll through, or
Okay.
did you? What's up?
No, I was.
Oh, you had notes on the match?
Well, okay, just good Lord.
And I saw that good Lord, and that had to be the elbow, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No joke, man.
Oh, no. So good Lord could have been any point.
Yeah.
Because the next thing was, what the F was that driver move? And then that elbow to the back of the head. And then, oh no, those are my notes on that match.
Oh, no.
Because Ibushi gets carted out. I'd never seen that before.
Yeah, man. And it was a strong and decisive win, too.
Yeah.
Which is good. Good for Ospreay. I mean, it's as though New Japan was preparing for the loss of the potential
Everything.
loss of the elite, man.
Mm-hmm.
They were going to be going away, and they're not going to be out without stars. And while Ibushi isn't claimed by anybody, Ibushi's kind of his own man and very wayward and doesn't need to necessarily be tied down with contracts or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But where do his loyalties kind of lie? Well, probably with wherever Omega happens to be.
Probably.
So
Possibly.
he's one that could be going elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But always willing to do the right job when necessary. I'm just glad that they gave him some time with a title.
Yeah.
Because I felt Ibushi had that, I don't want to say stink on him, because definitely a stink, because he was world class all the time. Anywhere he goes, he could easily be a champion. But because he could go anywhere at any time and didn't want to be tied down long term to anybody, that's why they kind of haven't put faith in him. So I'm glad they. I mean, even you may look at the Never title as a lesser one, but whatever, man. He's holding some gold over New Japan, and he was well deserved.
He started AEW.
The answer is yes.
Yes.
That's an easy one. I got
That's
that
a
one.
very easy one. We'll be talking AEW later as well. So next
After that was the junior tag, Punky 3K, and Suzuki Gun and Los Ingobernables. Los Ingobernables. It was Bushi. Bushi getting himself the new partner with Takagi. And Takagi is great and world class and enjoying his new home in New Japan.
I was going to say,
and doing
they're putting
well.
him over huge in this match.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because first of all, he deserves it, and second of all, it's establishing his place. And his place right now is going to be Bushi's tag partner.
Yeah.
And there's one thing to be like a tag that's in contention, and there's one thing to be a tag that's carrying the championships. So, very worried when Hiromu went out that Bushi was going to be kind of wayward. Thoughts of him going and after the yeah, I know, right? After the junior heavyweight solo, but then that kind of didn't pan out. So it's like, okay, maybe he'll get his time eventually. Then Takagi comes in, and it's like, oh, well, these two work well together.
Yeah.
What's up? And here, them having faith in both of them, I'm glad to see Bushi having a good place, because I don't want to say he was kind of like the forgotten Los Ingobernables, but he's
the forgotten one.
Evil and Sonata are amazing now. I love them. And Naito is goddamn unstoppable.
Yeah, Naito's the guy.
Gosh darn unstoppable.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir. So, yeah, Bushi felt a little wayward there. But, man, if they haven't established a solid, good place for them.
So it was a fun little triple threat tag.
Again, not something that New Japan does a ton, but there's quite a bit of it on this card.
Yeah.
And they're breaking it out, and because it was just a couple years ago, you wouldn't even talk about the idea of ladder matches. It was New Japan has, and this plays through to the rest of the card all the way to the main event. New Japan is traditional.
Mm-hmm.
It's traditional wrestling. It's wrestlers versus wrestlers, and plenty of high flyers. But then those are usually the juniors, and the juniors are with the juniors. The boys are with the boys, and the girls are with the girls. It's only right and natural, Justin.
It's only right and natural.
Yes, yes, it is.
A lot of cute guys in the
All
club
right,
tonight.
all right. Go ahead.
A lot of juicy asses hanging out.
Nobody knows the frogs but you, and now I have to too. Great, thanks, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Happy with yourself?
That's a yes.
I forgot what I was even saying.
Well, I think we were about to move on to the next match.
That's fine, because I'm forever gonna love this call.
Yeah.
It was Zack Sabre Jr. versus Ishii for the Rev Pro title, which good for Rev Pro for being in contention on the New Japan show.
Yeah.
And we had that same kind of spot with the ROH title last
back.
year. Yeah, or a few years back.
Cole.
I can't think year to year anymore. I'm a little off.
Cole and Page, was it? No. Yeah.
Man, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I just
no,
remember
it was
that-
O'Reilly. It was O'Reilly and
I just
Cole.
remember that the title was there, and that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
But Rev Pro getting that kind of spot and that kind of shine with a match that isn't just decidedly, hey, Rev Pro's just gonna have a match on this card. Nah, man, it was.
Don't you ever try to teach me to learn.
Dude. All right. I don't know what's happening with like Will Ospreay and Zack Sabre Jr., but they are stepping in like crazy and getting a bunch of push behind them as, well, here's our Western dudes. Now that we're losing our big Western dudes. And same thing with Juice as well. They're putting a lot of faith in it because there's a lot of money to be made with the foreigners on the card.
Mm-hmm.
And man,
I
could you
love Juice
pick some
Robinson.
better? Could you pick some better dudes in this? Juice Robinson kind of embodies, like, for lack of better terms, white meat babyface dude.
Yeah.
Could you love a dude any more than that?
Hardly.
Well, there's Jay Steele.
yeah, Jay Steele is like USJ.
Why are they booing? What's wrong with him? It's a beautiful man.
Bunch of dicks.
I just have to read it.
All right.
Hurrah! Another year.
Jesus.
Surely this one will be better than the last. The inexorable march of progress will lead us all to happiness.
Right.
That was the name of his goddamn. That was the name of his finisher.
Oh boy.
That's what he used to finish the match.
Is he like a metal band from like the early 2000s?
Yes, he is a metal band from the early 2000s. Come on, that would be a great name for a metal band from the early 2000s. Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would go see that show.
No.
Who's coming? Mastodon. Oh, who's opening?
Zack Sabre Jr.
Oh, I'm in. What's up? Oh, here they come with their hit. Hurrah! Another year. Surely this one will be better than the last. The inexorable march towards inexorable march of progress will lead us all to happiness. I had to look down.
Yeah,
I was practicing. I
tried.
get a little hung up because I knew I was gonna have to say Los Singer no Babas, and I can't do that one yet. So, you want to try it? Go ahead. Say the name of his finisher. I'll cover it.
You know what the goddamn I'm talking about?
All right. I'm sorry, sir. But the idea of
Got a lot of nerve asking for a banana.
that would be a hell of a finisher right there. Oh no, he's locked on the. You've got a lot of nerve asking me for a banana. That would
My
hurt.
tummy hurts. I'm gonna make your brain, your stomach, your
Jesus.
eyes, and your nostrils.
Which is exactly what Zack Sabre Jr. did.
You know, yeah, that's what he does.
Brutal, awful match, and he's. When did British wrestling has traditionally been like the chain wrestling, almost the kind of cute wrestling. And then it weirdly morphed into this weird bastardized, awful version of just joint manipulation and submissions and some of the most awful stuff. And Zack Sabre Jr. embodies like tons of that, of just hurting and moving people around in ways that make it look like they hurt.
Yeah.
And I'll be damned if I'm not gonna look. Hurrah! Another year. Surely this one will be better than the last. The inexorable march towards. Of progress! The inexorable march of progress will lead us all to happiness.
Poor Nathan.
Very poor. I'm so destitute. You have no idea. Oh, my God. Vicious and brutal and a submission.
Yeah. With Ishii. Like the Stone Pitbull. Like, wow.
And that's the
a
point
dude
of
who-
it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make him look any weaker.
No, dude.
Because did you see the hold?
Right. Well, I mean, the whole match really, like, I don't know that I've seen Ishii get manhandled like that before.
And yeah, I feel that's been part of the build of Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah.
That's what he's going to be, dude.
I dig it.
Yeah, that's a scary, scary, scary prospect. Now other people are messaging me.
Good for them.
Don't they know it's showtime?
No. None of them ever do.
No,
They don't know that you even do a show.
I don't want those people to know. It's fine. Get out of here. Beat it. Get out of here, kitty cat.
So next is
The triple threat for the
tags.
heavyweight tags, and which we had Los Ingobernables de Japón. See, I can say it better when it's Sonata and Evil.
Mm-hmm. Because evil.
Well, everything is evil.
Mm-hmm.
Versus Gorillas of Destiny and the Young Bucks. So we had a little. Okay, I go this way.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't young though. Damn sure ain't a buck. I'm about 40 cents tops.
All right.
But yeah, we had a clash of Elite versus Bullet Club, and then Los.
I just got to point this out.
What's
I
that?
don't know if you noticed this. That Tamatonga. What a good guy.
Good Christ.
I love him. He's the best. He really is the best.
Mm-hmm. You see that they're doing like a block party
Yes.
WrestleMania weekend. They're like, nah, we don't want to like take away from the show. Let's come hang out with us. And like tickets are like a reasonably priced.
I want to go.
It's like $70. And it's like, hey, it's like all you can eat and all you can drink. Like $70. It's like it's reasonable. And hang out with y'all. Yeah, a little bit.
But
Sure.
hey, what's up, Tamatonga? You're a good guy.
I hope he brings that weird Iron Man helmet.
Yeah, right.
What were they supposed to be?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Some weird Power Ranger Iron Man hybrids. But it's like, nah, man, we're going to keep the beard and the hair out. What's up? I don't know. That doesn't seem stable as far as armor goes. Y'all going to take that off? Okay, they took it off. Good.
Mm-hmm.
But still,
G.O.D. Gorillas of Destiny.
they gangsta AF all the way to the ring, even in Iron Man armor.
Mm-hmm. But
I-
Tamatonga, good guy.
Jesus.
If you guys don't know, follow him on the Twitter machine. I think he's pulled back on the heat,
Mm-hmm.
and I love it even more. He just seems like what a good guy.
But in this match, ends up having Sonata and Evil winning. So Ingo Nobles, win a LIJ, win another
There we
one.
go.
So they take the junior tags and they take the heavyweight tags.
Didn't Evil and Sonata win last WrestleMania?
Yeah. They and was it through the same way they won the
I think so.
World
Tag League.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
No, that's not it.
Okay, maybe not.
Probably not.
What do I know?
I don't know.
I'm not
any-
the New Japan guy.
but I know less. I'm not either. But still, I see Evil and I'm like, I like this guy. And then Sonata's like the smoothest dude.
Yeah.
What's up, sir?
Christopher Brown just shared former Mae Young Classic competitor Piper Niven, aka Viper, is reportedly WWE bound. As soon as her current contract expires, she'll be signing with WWE. AEW also showed interest in signing her. She chose to sign to WWE.
All right.
Probably UK, you think?
Ah,
Or do you think NXT? Or do you think she skips all
I think
She's a unique enough talent that she could skip all of it.
yeah, like Nia did.
Mm-hmm. Well, she showed up in NXT.
Yeah.
She wasn't there for long, but she was there.
Look, Nia fills in a fantastic role in the card.
Mm-hmm.
The strong powerhouse, larger, and represents something different. Gives you something different, a different look, a different view, a different style.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see Piper
Piper
Niven
does
come
it
in.
better too.
Yes, of course she does.
Mm.
That isn't a not
That's
trying
not
to
a
knock
knock on
Nia,
Nia.
but yeah, man, she's smooth as all get out, and she ain't gonna get gassed anytime soon.
Mm-mm.
She can hang for a long time,
Yeah.
and it's great. And she's adorable.
Thanks for sharing that with us, Chris.
Mhm.
It makes us happy.
Yes, yeah, I've been wanting to hear that news for like how many years now?
Almost 2.
It was almost 2 years. Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
So and just well, I mean, I guess we'll get into that and kind of the Wrestle Kingdom fallout as far as Sonata on the radar too. He ain't going anywhere yet, I don't believe, but okay.
Feels like lightning running through my veins.
I need a glass of water.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. I need a glass of water. Hello, please.
When I say that I'm thirsty, I don't want you to bring me a drink of water. I want you to say that
You understand thirst. Why do I know this? What is this garbage?
white men can't jump.
Why do I know that?
I don't know.
I'm old. Never watched the movie, by the way. But I also know what a quiche and a kunch are.
All right. So, Evil and Sonata, Get the big W.
Yeah, man.
And that moves us to...
That's gonna be the Juice and Cody, man. And
oh, yeah.
I gotta tell you, a lot of people like kind of looked at.
Aw,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
look at that. Look at that. Got a lot of nerve asking for a glass of water. Because you're white and can't jump, Nathan. That's why you knew it.
I don't think the whiteness has anything to do with it.
It's pretty. It's oh so pretty.
That's a half-ass blue meanie dance, and I enjoy it very much.
Wesley Snipes from that movie.
I don't know who that is.
Jesus. Okay.
Wow, water's okay.
Yeah, no shit. How long have I known you and been telling you to drink water? Juice Robinson, like you said earlier, the white meatest of white meat babyface. Like, he's such a fun, colorful character, and there's nothing to not love about him.
And it's hard to hate on Cody now, but I'll be damned if he ain't gonna make you try to hate him.
Especially in Japan. Like,
Yeah.
Because Japan goes into wrestling knowing it's a show,
Yeah.
and Cody's being a bad guy, so let's boo him.
Yeah.
Not, oh, that's tremendous bad guy work. Yeah, you great. I boo the bad guys. I'm sorry that makes me lame. I boo the bad guys.
Being lame is cool.
That's right.
Go be lame. It's kind of great.
It's the best.
It's more fun.
It is so much more
Have you seen the
fun.
cool dudes? They don't look like they're having fun.
Nah, man.
This lame dude here having a ball.
When you get mad that your guy didn't win because he's the bad guy, and bad guys often lose,
Mm-hmm.
come on, man. It's
We miss you, Kevin Owens.
Did you see his picture?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so right now his Twitter name is soon ?
Mm.
And he posted a picture of two cats.
Did one of the cats have like this weird like
People were saying it's
Kangol hat
him
on?
and, him and Sammy. So, so Juice and Cody.
Yes.
That U.S. Championship is getting bounced around a lot already. Hasn't been around long.
Well, I mean, it's got to go somewhere, right?
It's true.
And it provided a nice little bump for Jay White because, again, you know, a lot of the Westerners leaving. Not that, you know, New Zealand is he from New Zealand? Not that New Zealand is very Western.
Right.
Yeehaw, mister. But they're looking for foreigners to be kind of bad dudes and some good dudes if they're good enough kind of dudes. They yes, they fill certain roles over there, and they're very important to storylines. They represent a departure from traditional to battle against. Or sometimes they embrace the traditional and they become beloved as a result. Oh, you're embracing our wrestling culture. Thank you. We love you, Juice Robinson.
Yeah.
So that U.S. title went to Omega, so it's like, here's credibility right out of the gate. Goes to Jay White, and so it's like, well, they brought Jay White in, and he was like lost kind of right away, high profile. So it's like, okay, he's not unbeatable, but now let's build him up. So let's give him like realism, and then they've built him up with the U.S. title, and then it went over to Cody. And then I know it moved
Juice
around
first.
some. Juice and then to Cody.
Juice beat Jay White, and then Cody beat Juice,
Yeah.
and then return match.
Yeah. But that's not a ton, but for New Japan, that's a ton of movement.
Yeah.
But I got a feeling it's going to be
open weight does.
it's going to sit on Juice for a little while, and I hope it does.
I hope so. Yeah.
For a little bit, because man, he deserves to be a top of some division. And New Japan does a fantastic job of keeping their divisions kind of separate, but also very much on par with one another, and very good. Junior heavyweight isn't dismissed out of hand. It isn't looked upon like, I hate to say how like the cruiserweight titles have been looked upon in organizations in the past. It's a legitimate division, and those that specialize in it are very different from the heavyweight division for the most part. But I hope that niche is kind of established for the U.S. title. I feel like it's kind of becoming, I don't want to say like the Haas title, but it feels kind of like the Haas title, like hey, the big strong boys just smacking up against each other, which is kind of what the never open weight was.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like the open weight's becoming, I don't know, maybe it's just that match threw me off of it. Never open weight felt very hybrid.
It's because it was
It was
Osprey
Ibushi.
and
Yeah.
Ibushi. So
Which
yeah.
the fact that it's on those, it's going back and forth between those two is
because Ibushi won it from Ishii,
Mhm.
and Ishii won it from Tai Chi.
yeah. And Ishii and Tai Chi, that seems like where the never open weight kind of was.
And Tai Chi, I think, won it off of Ishii.
Yeah, the
And who
Ishii.
was wrestling like Elgin, I think.
Yeah, and that's Haas. Man, Haas, if you've ever seen it,
Yeah.
Ishii and Tai Chi to an extent, Haas-ish. He's the enemy of a Haas.
Mhm.
He's an anti-Haas.
Bad dude opera guy.
Yes, bad dude opera guy is anti-Haas. Who better to fight? When I say Haas, I always picture like
Boss Hog?
no. What was
Big
he
John
when he was
Studd.
Hawk?
Justin Hawk Bradshaw?
Yes, that's all. Whenever I hear the word Haas, that's what pops in my head. Either that or Bart Gunn for some reason. That makes me happy. I'm always happy to think of Bart Gunn because it inexorably. Is that the word? Inexorably?
Sure.
There it is. I learned a new word today. I'm elated.
Chris
I
Witt-
don't know what that means.
Chris Witt says, D-Bry got the bad thing on lockdown. He gets the booze. I'll be interested because he's coming to your town. You said you're going. If he gets the booze in Seattle.
He's forcing the booze, dude.
Yeah, he is.
He's
He's working hard for him. Notice he
Dude.
dropped the merch. I mean, they have merch, which I always hate when bad guys have merch.
Yeah.
But at least it's a bad shirt that nobody wants to buy, and he's not rocking it. Jenny says, "Big strong boys smacking up against each other."
Yeah. Sorry.
A lot of cute guys in the club tonight.
Yeah. Huh? What?
The thing about the WWE Cruiserweight division, though, is that Hunter is hands-on with it, so you know it's not going to be allowed to wither and die like it would have if Vince was around more.
Yes.
And that's true.
Absolutely.
The best thing that they could do with it was take it off of Raw.
And where it's sitting now, it's going to give it longevity, and longevity is going to equal credibility. And right now, man, it's looked at with it's getting some respect.
I hate it right now because I love it. Like it's so
Yeah.
good, and I never have time for it. I'm so far behind on it. So
What-
far behind on NXT UK too.
It's like how we feel about NXT UK and 205 is how we felt about NXT before it became kind of mandatory.
Yeah.
Now you kind of have to watch NXT because it's great,
Yeah.
and you hate that you're missing out on other great stuff.
I hate that. The thing I hate about missing NXT UK, the thing I hate about missing 205 Live is missing great matches.
Yeah.
That's what I hate about that. The thing I hate about missing NXT UK right now is the thing I used to hate when I was missing NXT is new characters, getting to see them as they're working their craft.
Yeah.
I hate that I'm missing that because that was my favorite thing of watching like 2013, 2014 NXT before it blew up.
I got to tell you that ends up being kind of the my favorite part of NXT now. Not that you see it quite as much, but like the lower end of the cards are my favorite things to watch right now, as far as NXT goes. Like I've told you, Street Profits have been my jam, yo. And watching the rise of
They got swag
of,
like nobody can.
yes, watching the rise of like Bianca Belair
Yeah.
has been amazing to watch.
Called her under or overrated rather.
What?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Well, cool. You get in the ring and do some stuff then.
we don't need to talk about
By all means. Was it Montez Ford? Because I think he's the only one that's allowed to talk smack about her, but she'll talk it right back.
Yeah.
They're a couple, by the way. Isn't that adorable?
Married as F.
Yeah. What's up? What's up? But Juice.
Yeah. No, sorry.
That match was kind of, I don't want to say crapped on, but everybody kind of looked at that like, it wasn't.
It's because it was a wrestling match.
It was a wrestling match, and it was big dudes banging up against big dudes, and a few people
Cute guys in
saying,
the club tonight.
yeah, what's happening?
Juicy hanging out.
Oh, okay.
Of course, the week where I'm trying to not like.
I
curse.
know that's what I'm gonna make you keep saying. I'm sorry, I don't mean to, but people saying that Cody was possibly a bit injured as well, but
actually, yeah.
but still, man, Juice
Serviceable match and big moment for Cody or
for Juice. He gets a victory, taking a title at Wrestle Kingdom. How's that a small moment?
I don't care.
Hey, man, no.
My tummy hurts.
Leave Juice alone. But Juice is a big, lovable dude, man.
Yeah, man.
And
I want all the best for him.
You know what I can't wait for? You know what's my favorite thing about New Japan? Kenny, not Kenny himself.
Juice.
That's what I'm waiting for. Juice. It's gonna be so exciting. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for young Japanese girls to just love up on the juice. Juice.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You're gonna hear it.
I'm gonna step away from that one.
You're
really
gonna hear
fast. So up next
was
Ishimori and Kushida, which arguably could have been the match of the night. Depends on what you like.
I like crazy entrances. Okay, look. If you haven't watched it, you can just watch. Matches are great. I like matches. Fine. But sometimes they feel a little like homework for me. I like moments. I like finishes. I like storytelling. I love entrances. I was scared of Kushida's entrance. Kushida has a Back to the Future theme is what he goes through. The time splitter. Yes. And he brought out a weird Japanese Doc Brown, which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
And he had like the full-on, I don't know where you found the 80s remote control for RC control, and I don't know what the hell it was controlling. But there's also a child, a small child came out. But hold, please. Had a realistic giant Kushida head on it.
I wonder if we can find that.
I don't want it. No, don't. Please don't. This was one of those. You ever see those like weirdly, terrifyingly, awfully too close beyond the the uncanny valley? Is that what they call it? I don't know what it means, but it's like that's a little too real, and I'm unsettled by it. Like you've seen that, like people wear the weird like kind of like Donald Trump heads or like the giant weird baby heads, and you see them and you're like, it's too much. I'd rather a big fake mask. Hey, look, I could tell it's fake. That makes me feel better. But no, this is so realistic that it's like, why is his face not moving? That's weird. And why is his body tiny? Is this a weird camera angle I don't understand? I don't understand anything. Dear God. Yeah, go full screen on that. Also, if you could click that porn tab up top, that would be great.
Oh, it's a video.
Well, whatever. But Jesus. Jeez, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry. This head, and also it did thankfully have like a seam down the side, but that became more unsettling because this is legitimately Kushida's head. And there was a point in it where I was like, hey, Kushida looks a little small today. Because I don't want to say it got me, but there was a part of me that's like, well, that's definitely his head. Yeah. That has to be him. He's got a little tiny belt on. It's got to be him, right?
He's got a tiny belt.
He does. And then Doc Brown remembers to put the antenna up, presses a button. All of a sudden, there's dry ice for some reason.
He just blew up that kid.
He just blew up that kid, yes. And then the real Kushida's there, and he's a little bit bigger.
A little bit.
Nah, he's fantastic. Are you bringing that picture? Is that what you're doing?
I already did.
Good Lord. There's little baby Kushida. Good Lord.
I highly recommend seeking that video out.
Absolutely. Because it goes on like just a hair too long, too. And it bothered me, and I was like, So I'm thinking, Justin.
Mm-hmm. You do that?
Yeah, we get giant us heads.
Yeah.
Like us, but like just a little bit bigger, and then we put them on small children and force them to run around and be us. Also, we're going to need a Japanese Doc Brown. This plan isn't very well formed, but I think we can work something out.
Sounds way too
Also,
well
this
formed.
entrance also didn't seem very well formed either, but I liked it, and I get what they were going for, and it made me happy. This could have been, this isn't, but this was going to be like Kushida's like last big event match. Now, he's got another big event coming, because he's going to give him a send-off match is going to be with Tanahashi.
Ooh.
Which, come on, man. That's like, these two shouldn't be touching, because they're in the kind of different divisions.
Classes, yeah.
But it's like hey, here's your goodbye. You're wrestling the Ace, dude.
Yeah. Who is even more so now,
Yeah.
which we'll get to.
He's the ace of the aces.
The ace of spades.
Ace of spades. I can't do that. It makes me hurt. The water helped. That's weird.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You didn't bring it. Thank you. Kushida is somebody that apparently Triple H specifically has had their eye on. Like, I love this dude. I'm going to need this dude.
How could he not love Kushida, though, right?
Well,
From the gimmick to the
I haven't
matches
tried, but I'm not gonna. You know why? I love him.
He's great.
He's great. But goodbyes mean you're going to lay down, dude. And did a fantastic job of
The Bone Soldier.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess there's a little bit of Bullet Club win. I guess. Yeah. Well, I mean, it counts.
Yeah. Well, again, and it depends on what you like, because at this point, maybe the Hot Open or this. These are the two best matches of the night so far.
Right.
I mean, all the rest of the stuff is good. These are fun wrestling matches. But this one in the Open stand out so far.
Well, this one ends up being kind of your kickoff to like your three kind of mains, man.
Yep.
So, and the next one was fantastically.
My note.
What?
Kushida's no Hiromu, but god damn, I love him too.
Dude.
I love the F out of Hiromu. Sorry.
Hiromu's great.
Yeah.
And it's like I want to go back and watch their matches now, Kushida versus Hiromu, because I was like, I wasn't in it yet.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like in love with those dudes yet. But
a lot of cute guys in the club tonight.
Again, we can't get to the shut up. A lot of what?
Cute guys in the club tonight.
I don't know, just leave it there. It's fine. But we'll get to that afterwards. The kind of fallout from the New Japan. Hey, where's everybody going, dude? But next on the match was Switchblade, Jay White versus Okada in a non-title, just some grudge match, dude. Yeah?
My first note, how long has it been since Okada was this early in the card at Wrestle Kingdom?
It's been a minute.
I mean, as long as I've been watching, he's been the main. So, I mean, it's only been my 5th year, but still.
I mean, we've watched it. We've watched Okada be amazing, but at the same time, he understands that roles change a little bit, and sometimes there has to be some movement, and he goes right along with it, and that doesn't make him any less of a performer, and he's always going to give his absolute best and make whoever he's in there with look amazing.
So
this was a fine match for Jay White, because Okada's the best.
Okada is the best, and it wasn't a match I was hoping. I'll say that.
Okay.
I still am not buying in on Jay White. However, this was a tremendous match for him, because it shows me that he can work that main event pace. You put him in there with the right people, he can work that pace, which is important, especially in New Japan, where they're going to give you those 45-minute mains. They're going to give you those 30-plus minute matches. You have to be able to do it. This shows that he can.
Yes.
I still haven't bought into the character. I still don't. I'm not even out on the character. I'm not.
Hasn't sold you yet.
Yeah. So like,
well, that comes with exposure too.
That too, yeah.
And we haven't had like a lot of matches and programs with him yet. And the longer he's there, the more you'll get to know and love him. I mean, I guess kind of where we like in on Kenny Omega when he was a junior heavyweight. Okay, fine.
I was like, I like that guy.
Okay.
He had something. He had that point. I was like, yeah.
But you do see the potential, at least in Jay White. Because New Japan definitely does.
I like Switchblade. I like the look. I like his look. I don't know what it is.
It still feels really young to me.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe there's just something.
Perceptually?
Maybe it's just
Persephone?
Maybe I don't have his style down yet either.
Okay.
So,
but
because
the big reveal in that match, you see what the big reveal was, right?
Hold on, but you bring up Omega. Oh, I saw Omega and Nakamura on the same card. Fell in love with both of them immediately. Now, Nakamura, how can you not? Like, especially when he was in New Japan, just this big personality. Something about Omega said that guy has something, and nothing about Jay White says that. Like, he looks like a finished product that isn't a finished product. You know
he's
what I mean?
Still baking right now?
Yeah, which is fine.
Well, he's going to have to learn it under some lights, man.
Yeah.
And some hot, heavy lights for long times.
I don't want to seem like I'm crushing him either, because this was a fine match.
He just hasn't hit for you yet.
Right.
This doesn't hit, man.
This was a fine match, and this was a good spot for him, and he couldn't have asked for a better opponent.
And you couldn't ask for more faith being shown in an individual. Hey, you're going to go out there with Okada, and also it's not a pants Okada. It's hey, he's showing you okay. Okada brought the little trunkies, his little thigh trunks there.
What I like the sell was he's going back to his old ways because he really wants to beat this guy.
Yeah.
That's a fun little story tell.
Because it's more than just a, hey, he's wayward and having fun. He's having fun now, guys.
He's having fun, Michael.
Yeah. This isn't that. It's this. No. I'm back to serious. Not fully back, but I'm on my way back to serious. But he could still be. Yes, it's Liv. He could still be. Is she calling you?
I wish. I wonder if I
The
give her my number. What?
Is that what you're gonna send her? Yeah, don't DM. Put that one up public. And then tag her. I'm sure she'll call you. Bad idea, by the way. I was just saying. Experience is the thing.
Put out phone number, yes or yes.
Good Lord. But Okada going back to his roots and then getting beaten fairly cleanly.
Yeah.
Which is like, that's how much faith they're having in Jay White. Is it for a title? No. Is he running the top of the card? No. But he's going to be a credible threat as a front man for the new Bullet Club.
Yeah.
You'll have to be able to take him seriously. He took out Okada. Also, Okada. You remember? Have you ever seen that picture of the fast food worker dude who's like looking down at his camera, and the little caption is like something along the lines of "I showed you my thing. Please respond."
Yeah.
You've seen that, right? You see what Okada did?
No.
He took like the same picture and put like the caption of "I showed you my thighs. Please respond." Because he put the things like, like, I don't know if he did that or if somebody else did that. I think he did that. And that's great. Okada's the best dude. Non Champ Okada is like my favorite dude. Champ Okada, amazing. Non Champ Okada,
Having more fun.
I feel like the pressure's off him.
Yeah, the weight is just kind of gone.
That's been like the weird like little journey he's been on. It's like, I can lighten up a little bit. This is great. But it's like, okay, well, I need to turn it back on. Oh, it didn't work. And now he can either go down that journey or be like, I'm going to have some fun for a little bit longer. Or I can continue down that journey and rebuild myself. And that's his storyline. Fantastic. More Okada is good.
Yeah.
Mixing it up with Jay White, hey, great for Jay, too.
Holy hell.
What?
We just got so much to do.
That's okay.
At least we're almost done with Wrestle Kingdom.
That's all right. Well, this is their big show, man.
Well, yeah, it's fine. I'm just saying that it was such a week that, like...
Okay, well, we won't dig as much into spots with it because I don't know that we necessarily have to. It's just the ramifications of what it means going forward. For Next, we had Naito versus Jericho.
For the Intercontinental Championship. Something also to note, like, every belt changed hands so far.
Yeah.
So
What do you mean so far?
Yeah.
Because guess what, yo?
Yeah.
And this was, again, outside of traditional. This is a, what do they call it, no DQ? Or they call it Falls Count Anywhere?
It was no DQ.
Yeah.
I can't tell if Jericho is doing this because it's, like, remember when Triple H and Undertaker fought at Mania, and it was like, well, let's make a no DQ to hide our age.
We're gonna brawl.
Which is fine.
Yeah, and if you play with the toys effectively.
Or is he just trying something out? Like, he's just like, well, Jericho's never done that. Let's do that.
Yeah.
And it's different from everything else happening at New Japan.
I feel like Jericho is brilliant and giving enough that he was like, I want to give Naito something, and I want to give him something very special. This is something outside of the realm of New Japan, something that Naito should not excel in, and I'm going to show that he's better than me on this day at this, and he's capable of being more vicious and more awful. And oh my God, when he applies that to traditional New Japan style, he's gonna be unstoppable. So it's, I mean, yeah, I'd love to see Naito in the heavyweight championship title picture.
Yeah.
But if he's gonna be in the Intercontinental title picture, if he's gonna be the Intercontinental champion, can you ask for a better send off than, hey, he's beating Jericho at the Western game? Because again, it's like a lot of the stuff, and especially going to the main, is Western versus Eastern, and the clash of styles. And it's the Western. I don't want to say garbage wrestling, but it's like bring out all the toys, brawling wrestling. We're gonna throw a lot of closed fists tonight. Here we go, and the Eastern clashing with the Eastern style, and then the Eastern wrestler being able to adapt and overcome and go into the Western style and dominate and win after that damn spike on that table. Was there anything more horrifying than that spike on that table?
I don't think so. I saw that and I'm like, what did he?
And then
do?
Jericho put up the picture of the he took the bump on the ramp there. He said, "Hey, here's where that patch of hair used to be." Is it covering your face?
Matt just said it's going into the Phantom Zone, so
Well, it was a criminal on Krypton.
Oh, look. There's a K on it.
It's the best. Okay, so we both need whatever color that is.
Yellowish.
We both need clear mics. Don't ruin the illusion. You're giving away our secrets.
Oh, it's
blue.
It's
Oh, Jesus.
see through. Yeah, what the F with that DDT on the table? The crowd coming alive for Naito too.
Mm-hmm.
I love that dude.
Because he's a hero, dude. LIJ is for the children.
For the children.
For the children. And again, big night for them.
Still not happy to be Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah. Is he gonna wreck the belt again?
Probably.
I'm curious to see what they do with him. I mean, maybe this time around he's like a little more. I don't want to say humble.
I don't know. He seemed pretty like I don't care. I just wanted to beat that dude.
Which is the best. Which is the best. Oh dear God.
That's how it felt. I don't know if that's true, but he didn't seem to be like.
Oh, I'm so gracious and grateful. This is the best. It's like I win.
I beat that guy. He's gone.
I beat that guy. Oh my God! So is this the end of Weird Makeup Jericho?
I don't know.
I've enjoyed Weird Makeup Jericho.
We'll see because there's more news on Jericho.
'Cause he curses a lot and it makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
And
we're at the main.
all right, Kenny Omega's entrance. I literally like a week ago said, "Hey, what's that Undertale game all about?"
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me just we'll go down a rabbit hole of YouTube videos about the story and whatnot. And it's like, oh, this is interesting. Oh, there's multiple ways to play through the game. And if you play through the game and say, oh, this is very interesting. I like this. Well, that's weird. I've got that little spot in my brain filled with knowledge of a weird indie PC game. I'll just let that sit there. Nope, Kenny Omega does like an Undertale entrance, complete with like music and reference to it. And he has like a full... for lack of a better word, Titantron of the game, but done up as him versus Tanahashi. What the hell is this? Other than great, it's great.
Yeah.
And he comes out and he's got the armor with the one-winged.
Mm-hmm.
Of course he does. Of course he does. But who was on the English call, I wonder if this will be Tanahashi's final fantasy. Shut up. Shut up. Just stop it. Stop it. I drank all of that water.
And you feel a little bit better, don't you?
No,
Yes, you do.
I do. But I mean, this was of course after Tanahashi played air guitar for 45 minutes, which I want to let you know, grown man. Have you seen him wearing glasses?
No.
You haven't seen him? Check him out on Twitter because he wears these weird. I want to say like nerdy college girl glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it work. Hey, I wasn't as sold on him until I saw those glasses, and I was like, all right.
The hair didn't sell you?
The hair was great, of course it was. But and this match ended up being the culmination of that whole Eastern versus Western, because Tanahashi embodies everything that's New Japan, everything that's traditional Japanese wrestling, and Kenny Omega represents. Hey man, here comes some high spots. Hey, we're gonna be overly innovative. We're gonna have a lot of flippy stuff. We're gonna have a lot of horribly dangerous spots. We're gonna do some spot monkey stuff, but I'm gonna string it together really well so it doesn't look disjointed like it often does elsewhere. But the whole idea was those two clashing against each other, and then the story ended up being Tanahashi's gonna try to adapt to that style. And it doesn't go very well.
No.
He ends up doing that one high fly flow from the top turnbuckle to the floor, where Kenny was on a table, and he goes through. This ain't American wrestling table, yo. This is like some weird solid oak, awful Japanese 180-pound, I don't know what that is in kilos, table, dude. And it was brutal and awful looking. And every spot monkey thing he tried to do, every Western idea he tried to embrace, backfired immediately. And then Omega could have taken the count-out victory, but would not take it because
he wants to do this the right way.
He wants to do this the more traditional way and embrace, and he wants to beat him in the middle of the ring, gets him back into the ring, and it goes horribly wrong for him.
He can't do it.
He can't beat him with the traditional style.
Yep.
And it's frustrating, and I'll be damned, Tanahashi doesn't come back and take it. And Tanahashi wins.
The ace of aces.
And it was like the aftermatch thing. He's like too hurt to play air guitar, but then I'll play a little air guitar for you. Here we go. Here. All right, since you asked for it. Yeah. Ow, 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 ow. But a lot of people talking that the one-winged angel was never hit during the match, which is a lot like the beginning of the Okada Omega storyline. So there's a lot of room to come back there. He never got the chance to hit that. The fact that Omega has such a huge arsenal and could do so much without having to hit 30 finishers in a row, that his finisher can be that protected, and that he never hit it in this match, and like, rope break, or I couldn't get to that cover fast enough. Oh my God, he kicked out. Oh no, it was he just never hit it. He just never hit it, and he got beat at traditional wrestling by the ace, dude.
Yep. And storyline wise, the Kenny Omega character has said he's done with New Japan.
Yeah.
His contract is up. Like real life Kenny Omega, his contract is up at the end of January.
Right.
You know, who knows what it's actually going to be. But yeah.
And you know what? That's not a. If you watch the Kenny Omega storyline, even though he went to. Thank you for doing the math for me. I appreciate that. 81.6 kilograms doesn't roll off the tongue as much as 180 pounds. The storyline for Kenny Omega was he was awful. He was an evil monster. He was the cleaner. The man came to a room with a broom. That was the best. It's the best. And he was a sinister, evil individual. And then things turned, and then he was embraced, and then he embraced back. And then he had this long redemption arc, and then he was looked at as this accepted and loved. And then he goes out to Tanahashi, which you can't ask for any
16
better.
stone.
There you go. And if this is the end of Kenny Omega in New Japan, it's a complete arc. And that's okay. But they've left that room where he can come back with a one-winged angel and potentially be redeemed. Also, the fact that the Undertale, this is like more reading into it, Undertale has like the 3 different endings depending on how you do whatever you do. So we're setting up a set of 3 matches. Interesting. Why are you doing math? Get that math out of that chat. What are you doing? How much is it? 16, 7.
I just said
6
16.
sevenths.
I went for 16 because it's a Bush joke.
6
This is
sevenths.
Gavin Rossdale from Bush. And you're watching #WrestlePals, home of many things.
It's fantastic. He's too worn out to play air guitar. It's the best.
So we're not going to talk traditional Wrestle Kingdom Fallout because there was a different kind of a Fallout.
Yeah. Hell, what matches what storylines are advancing?
I mean, sorry, my attention was already gone because All Elite Wrestling had their big thing this Tuesday before SmackDown in Jacksonville, same town, oddly enough. I mean, it makes sense that they were there.
Yeah.
Because that's where the money is. But they had their big thing. And, I mean, I saw a lot of people dumping on the production value of their
press conference?
Yeah, and I'm like...
It's day one, man. Give them a break. Hey, they had pyro.
I don't get the negativity, man. It has got to be tiring.
Okay.
Exhausting to be so negative all the time.
You ever see, I don't know the site name, is it like Kayfabe News? They put out the little fake headlines. One of them was about All Elite Wrestling, basically saying that some fans are tired of it. Wish it would go back to the way it was. It was better. It used to be It used to be great, and then they signed Jericho, and it's been downhills ever since then.
Whoa, spoilers. Jeez.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, God. But, yeah, they... now, I've been worried for the All Elite thing. They're in. They're all in. And I look at that, and I'm like, good for them. I hope they'd... that roster's small.
Yeah.
Because they're doing exactly like they were doing for building for the All-In thing. We need to build excitement. Are we going to announce everybody all at one time? No. We're going to wait a few days, make you talk about it again. Wait a few days, make you talk about it again. Wait a few days, make you talk about it again.
They have 3 months.
Yeah. Why would
4
they give
months.
everything away day one?
Yeah.
But guess what they gave you? A lot.
Yeah, they did.
Look what they started with: Cody, the Bucks, Hangman Page,
Brandy.
and Brandy.
Yep.
It's like, well, what about Kenny? And what about? Don't worry, I'm sure they've got a plan.
Mm-hmm.
They got a plan. It's fine. I was not expecting like signees at this thing. I was not expecting it to be growth here. But I'll be damned, dude. They've started talking.
Nick.
Like who all joined like officially at this thing?
Britt Baker.
Mm-hmm.
Paige was already there, but he had a little thing. He's like, I'm here. I'm be. Hey, Nathan. Noah McDonald here.
Yeah.
I just want to tell you about the All Elite Wrestling.
Yeah.
Hangman Page comes out.
He does.
He comes out. He says, hey, I think maybe maybe I'll come to All Elite Wrestling. Maybe do some of that wrestling there. Thinking about it. Maybe I could be champion.
Whoa. Hey, could be.
So he said, I'm going to be the first All Elite Wrestling champion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be the champion. But that's not all, Nathan.
What?
A man comes out in his underpants. That bastard Pac.
What?
That bastard Pac comes out in his underpants and says, hey, man, you ain't great. I'm going to beat you.
Everybody else. Because that means, because there wasn't a wrestle match.
Mm-mm.
There wasn't anything going on.
No.
I like to think he said, I'm going to get on a plane. And he got on a plane full of wrestling gear. And by full, I mean just little panties and some boots. And he just flies on his plane over there, sweating into the seat. It's going to be awful. It's hard to clean up.
The championship he was carrying, he won on Saturday in Britain. So, he left that match.
That was in the overhead. That was in the overhead bin up there.
Hopefully he didn't. And then he came over here. He shows up and he's like, hey.
He hasn't changed since then. They hosed him down a few times because his hair was still wet. You could tell. And everybody else is in clothes and it's so ridiculous. But man, I hope he goes shopping for groceries like that. I hope he goes to I hope he goes to church every Sunday morning. Like a proper bastard. He just goes down there and it's just singing poorly. It's great.
This was the first thing that moved the needle for me, though. Because all the other guys, it's exciting.
You
expected.
Expected. And good for them for making a show of it when they did it.
And I can't say I didn't expect Pac because he's wrestling now.
He's available.
But to see him there and that he's challenging the guy who's going to be thought of as one of the first champions, that means he's there for
fantastic job of them not going, hey, you're a cruiserweight, you're smaller, you can't really cut it up here. Nah, man, he's a legitimate
close
son of you awful.
There's only one Pac, not two.
Wouldn't that be Pac 2?
Mm-mm.
I'm not so sure.
One Pac, two Pac, three.
Okay, 3 Pac Shakur. Silly time.
Mm-hmm.
But look at Pac as a legitimate competitor.
Yeah.
Hey man,
that's all I've ever wanted from the guy.
Because were you expecting, what were you gonna get? Paige versus Skrull, Paige versus Cody, Young Bucks gonna have a singles match against each other. What it reminded me of? Remember when it was everybody was on strike for WWE and it was
Trips.
Yeah.
Punk. Sheamus?
I think
he's
so,
a good guy.
yes.
And then Cena.
You know what? I was excited for when they started well, I guess we're going to do a show. Here we go.
I'll be the ref.
Mm-hmm.
You
can I wear your jacket? That's what I was thinking for All Elite as it was starting up. But nah, man. They're actually looking to draw some people in, and they've got money behind it. Have you heard all of the news that's literally just coming out today?
We'll hold on that because
okay.
I think that's the important part of the conversation. So the rest of the stuff from the conference, they're going to be working with OWE.
OWE as Oriental
China?
Wrestling Entertainment. And
Sure.
I didn't know much about them.
Mm-hmm.
I still kind of don't. But I've started watching the videos because they have to be on the radar. They've got a monk. He fights like a monk. Look, as much as New Japan.
They get Arthur Morgan.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Sure.
Shut up. Shut up. Please don't ever shut up. I say that, you know I don't mean it.
Mm-hmm.
They very colorful, well done characters, man. They seem like fun because it isn't just because they announced that deal because we were talking about that like, hey, who could AEW work with to make them bigger? And we threw Impact could be interesting, or CMLL, or AAA, or ROH. And was it? I can't remember if it was ROH or New Japan that specifically said we're probably not going to be working with them a whole lot. Sorry.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing, but look at who they've that OWE. That's some fun stuff coming out of there. Opportunity to see people we haven't seen before, and they look pretty damn interesting.
Yeah.
Also, I've been excited for this for a long time. Potentially a working relationship with PWG.
Yeah.
Because PWG has been like everybody's darling, man. But it's like, nah, we're going to work small buildings. Yeah, we're sold out. Sorry, you can't get in. It's kind of exclusive. Sorry. But now PWG and looking to work with them. So this could be the opportunity for PWG to move to bigger venues and work with a bigger company of AEW without having to lose their I guess credibility.
You guys
if
want
you
to
will?
see something fun? Watch
No.
this. Watch this. Jenny's going down Lemoyne. She's gonna hit Catfish Jackson's this weekend.
I'm gonna get some water and I'm gonna throw it in your face.
Go down Lemoyne.
I'm gonna see how much it takes to drown you.
You're gonna go down Lemoyne?
No, I'm not going down Lemoyne.
Made me so happy the first time I said that, and you were like,
I reacted as viscerally as I am now. It hurt. The hurt's back.
the best.
The hurt's back. Oh, we're both dying. I'm gonna go first. Then you come afterwards. I'll put in a good word for you.
So the big news from that. Well, actually, okay. So first, May 25th, Double or Nothing in Vegas.
That seems like a good place for.
Yeah. They announced all the same things, like it's StarCast 2 and all that stuff. It's going to be a whole weekend thing. And then the next event will be in Jacksonville. They didn't announce a date or a name. It's going to be in Jacksonville. So they're laying groundwork.
Triple or something. Jaguars are cool. That would actually be a good name. Hey, man, you going to go down to Jaguars are cool? Yeah. So.
Depending on when that lands, maybe we could go to Jacksonville.
Easy.
It's not that far.
Let me get my work week under 60 hours.
Yeah, right.
This is my day off. I work 10 hours.
Chris Jericho signs.
What? Did he have pyro?
I become.
Coming out as a Fozzy?
Judas in my mind.
Look at that. Look at him. Full circle. He's a one-man entertainment thing. Let me know when they sign Jim Johnston.
It was funny.
That's the signing I'm looking for.
Watching on the Periscope machine, and everybody's like, "What is this?" Like, the song Judas starts playing. What's this? I was like, they got Jericho. That's a big signing, man. I don't care. Earlier, somebody said like it may not be an exclusive deal because he still wants to work in New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. That's major. He's going to be wrestling in another promotion in the United States that isn't WWE.
He's putting that weight behind it.
Yeah.
And everybody was immediately on, they moved Jericho from active to alumni on the WWE site.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't work for WWE right now.
He's not there. I mean, they can move him back if it needs to be. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a website. Calm down.
I know, right? Vince must hate him right now. No, I don't think so.
What fortuitous timing. You and isn't the Fozzy episode of Deprogrammed coming out?
Uh-huh.
Well done.
That's weird.
Did that song make the list? We'll talk. You have to listen to yourself.
I become.
All right.
Judas in my mind.
All right.
Is Bray Wyatt ever coming back? Rumors he's preparing for the return of Husky Harris. I think
we're all preparing for the return of Husky Harris.
I think he was working on a new character. And
Is he getting a vagina?
I hope so.
Okay. That's my favorite thing that's ever happened. I've kept that picture on my phone.
So last week, I asked, what could AEW do different that would set them apart? I don't know that there's necessarily anything programming-wise that they could do. They did mention, as far as things go, There is going to be a women's division,
Mm-hmm.
and their wins are going to matter more now than ever. I don't know what that means, but okay.
It's away from the 50-50 books, and you got to win to keep moving. Wait, what is that? It's going to be PG-14? Yeah, that's right. No, I don't know what that means. I don't. There's nothing I could say that would be good. TV-14.
Yeah. PG-13, then TV-14. That's what mature audiences. That's what it used to be in WWE.
I'm not very mature.
Okay.
I watched.
Chris Witt saw Fozzy last year. They put on an amazing show.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Hey, you might want to
I
check
bet
out
you that was on a
Deprogrammed.
hashtag Nate Appreciation Day.
Okay, calm down.
But I asked what could they do that would be different? That would set them
we
apart?
couldn't really think of anything wrestling or story-wise. It's like, well, I don't know. I'm sure they'll come up with something.
I don't care if they do now.
Yeah.
Because when they say change the world, and the big tagline was when Jericho's like, we're going to change the world, screw that, no, we're going to change the universe. And yeah, it's like, okay, cool. But the news that's been coming out since is what's got me really interested in the company.
Yeah.
So first of all,
which one hits you the most?
Equal pay for gender.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious that people were like, oh, so they're going to pay Britt Baker the same as Jericho? No,
it's going to be based on your draw, yo. But
yeah,
here's the thing. Ladies are capable of drawing. And now more than ever, it's a hot commodity.
Yes.
And they're getting the opportunity to build from scratch.
Basically, if you get paid for your place on the card, no matter your gender. How's that hard to comprehend? I wish WWE would do it. I really do, because for the last year and a half at least, the women are the main reason I watch.
Well, and this is a thing that is going to be reiterated for each point you make about what AEW is doing differently. This is going to force that conversation. It's like, well, here I am in WWE, and I'm doing well, thank you. They bring up a good point. What about equal pay? If I'm selling as much merch, I'm putting butts in seats. Can we have a conversation? No? Okay, I'm going over this.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, they are right. Maybe we should be considering, It's going to force that conversation. There's a place where it exists. Conversation always exists until it happens. It's just talk. Well, it's happening.
Yeah. And I love that. I love that. Healthcare.
Yeah.
That was the next thing I was like, yeah.
It's still people, because like these news is like coming out as we're talking. Some people are saying, well, it might only be for full-time workers, not the like, and what's going to be full-time and blah, 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 blah. Hey, the topic has been broached and the conversation is happening. They're looking to make sure that people are covered and not having to worry, especially if they get hurt doing this job, that they're not going to be just waylaid. Now, it seems like WWE has been significantly better than they used to be about stuff like that. They want to take care of their own, but it ends up feeling more of a charity basis rather than a you've earned this kind of thing. You know what I mean? This AEW saying, no, you've earned some stability. You're putting your body on the line. We want to make sure you're taken care of so that we can work together. And that being said, they also mentioned as far as the like work rate, not work rate, but the scheduling, they're not looking to overuse people or run them into the ground or force them to not that the WWE forces people, but the WWE schedule is a hard schedule, dude.
It's like 300 dates.
So they're looking to have something a little less than that, so that you could be a wrestler, you can work and get a decent wage, you can get health care, and you can have a work-life balance somewhere in there. And that's going to be a huge hit profit-wise for what they could be making out of the gate. But as far as goodwill with not just wrestlers, but fan base as well, you can't put a price tag on that yet. It could be something that's inexorably marching forward. It could be something that's intangible as far as putting a value on. I mean, it could make people. It could make people go, "Yeah, I'm getting offered how much from WWE?" Versus, I'm going to have a home here and security. Do I want to be wealthy or do I want to be secure? And there's some people that are going to take that wealthy cash,
That's what
and it's going to force people to have to look at those percentages a little bit more. Like, hey, it's almost like there's a level of kind of profit sharing in with AEW. Not that it's made any profit yet. Versus, hey, that's a hell of a corporation you got there, WWE. I'd like to be compensated for being a hell of a cog in this massive machine.
was the old Chris Rock bit. I'm talking about wealth versus, because I would suggest that at this point, going to AEW would make you more wealthy, because we're talking about wealth versus
Being rich versus being wealthy.
Right. You go to WWE, you're going to be rich.
Uh-huh.
You know, if you're smart with your money, then, you know, maybe you put some away like Punk did, you know. AEW, if you're safe and you get to work longer, you're getting decent pay. Is that more wealthy? I think, to me, that's wealthy.
It depends. And it depends on your viewpoint. And you know what? The fact that that's going to be an option, and the weight of those factors is going to be part of people's decisions. Because I mean, let's focus on more of the AEW at the moment, and then we'll get to, hey, who's going and who's going where, and what's being offered, what's being thrown around. Because this is my favorite time of year.
Oh, hello, poop pants.
What's up? This is New Japan free agent time. That made you happy? You're punchy.
His name's Poop Pants.
Well, it happens, Justin. It happens.
Well,
I think I took the wind out of the sails. The not as grueling of a schedule, trying to make sure you're compensated a little more fairly, making sure that you have a corporation that's there for your long-term viability rather than short-term profit, and having a place that's an option, man.
Yeah.
Options can be good.
Now, I mean, it's still up in the air whether it can be a true number 2 go-to. I mean, the talent that they're building sure points to that. Who knows? Who knows? It's looking like, again, with the stars that they have, it could be soaring right past independent stature.
Yeah.
And going right into the realm of Impact and ROH as people vying for number 2.
Or it could be the heyday of WCW-ish, man. Because you've got a benefactor who cares about the product and wants to build it, but may be able to put that backing and faith in people that have the best interests of others in mind and best interest of the art in general, which this is a very special group of dudes with Cody at the helm, man. Very special group that, I don't know, man, they might be able to pull off something special. And that level of ingratiation with a fan base, that's hard to come by, dude. He's worked hard to earn that reputation, and now he's got a backer behind him. It's unimaginable what they can do. And then Jericho's like, I want to put the faith and gravity of what I have, my experience, my draw. I want to lend that to this because I believe in it as well. Jericho doesn't need to wrestle right now.
He doesn't.
Jericho is made. Jericho can go play Fozzy for fun, for funsies. Fozzy's for funsies. But no, he's showing that he believes in this, and he believes in the individuals that are doing this, and he wants to get behind that and be a part of it.
And plus, you could tell he loves those dudes because he has a lot of fun with them. You could just tell, like, his being the elite appearances, they make him feel young.
Yeah.
Like everything I watched from the cruise, and then you listen to that pod of the cruise, it's like, yeah, I want in. This was really a no-brainer. And he even said, I'm not doing it for the money.
Yeah.
I don't need the money.
Right.
I want to change things.
That's a weirdly freeing thing. And it's going to force those conversations, man, of how do we treat our stars? Are they independent contractors who come and go and we use them as necessary? Or are they part of the family and part of the corporation? And we take care of them and we believe in them and they'll work harder and better as a result.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's the test, man.
But those were things that I was like, yeah, product wise, maybe it isn't any different, but company wise, like seeing that as the base,
Yeah.
I'm in. I like it. So, we're getting towards the end here. I know what I want to tag at the end, unless you have something for the end.
Again, favorite crazy time of year. Just a couple rundowns of New Japan free agent. This is when the vultures come and start picking.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Kushida's leaving. Tearful goodbye.
Yeah.
Vet definitely saying that he's leaving. A lot of people think he's going WWE bound. Could see him hot-shotted into the 205 scene. Or Triple H loves the dude, man.
Mm-hmm.
It could go anywhere. Could go anywhere. A lot of interest being shown in Sonata. And I again, he's one of those dudes, like when he starts moving, when he picks up pace, he's amazing. But he has this weird, calm, cool about him that, man, there's something special there. And a lot of people interested in him as well. Who else was leaving?
Omega. That's the big name.
And has not committed to All Elite Wrestling. When he does, it's going to be a big story. Are they going to blow that all today? Nah.
Well, they couldn't. Again, his contract's through the end of the month.
That being said, this isn't. And again, contract through the end of the month. But that still isn't going to stop what this season is. It isn't Royal Rumble season, Justin.
Mm-hmm.
It's is Kenny Omega going to be in the Royal Rumble season?
I know, right? The only reason I'm entertaining it this year, literally, I have only one reason, because Daniel Bryan is the WWE champion.
You want Omega versus? I almost called him O'Brien. That's right, from Deep Space Nine, not from Next Generation. I want that O'Brien.
Damn O'Driscolls.
Not O'Driscolls. I do want to see Omega versus O'Driscolls. I'm fine with this.
I could see that being a selling point to bring Omega in. We're going to put you right into the WWE Championship picture.
The number being bandied about is $3.5 million they're offering him. That's good money.
That's a good chunk of change.
Yeah. But again, do you want the one big payday? Or do you want the creative control? And do you want the being part of the family? I don't know, man. I kind of do. He seems to be all about that respect and family.
My guess is,
and you can't break that,
if I was going to put a number, I'd say 98% AEW.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very low percentage that he takes the WWE deal.
But that's a couple percentage, man. So you're saying there's a shot.
I mean, again,
and his contract's through January, so he's not going to be in the Rumble. Yet, if you look at the Vegas odds, he's like number 5 on the list of likely to win.
I mean, I guess weirder things have happened.
It's great.
This is the best time. And again, WWE programming is really good right now.
He'd fit in there great.
They gave Omega creative control, he'd jump at the chance. Yeah.
But are they going to give him to him?
I don't know, man.
Where would he have that? And how much is that worth? But then again, how much is it worth to say, hey, I had a match at WrestleMania, dude.
I know.
Or I main evented WrestleMania,
That would
dude.
be a main.
Mm-hmm.
It would be one of the mains, absolutely.
Yeah.
Within the first couple months of him being there.
How much do you put that value on?
That's even further than AJ got. Because, I mean, he had a high-profile match with Jericho, his first Mania. But that wasn't a main event.
No.
That was just a high-profile match. One thing I'll say, because Christopher Brown just asked, or was talking about creative control.
Yeah.
It does feel like they've let the reins off people a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Judging by Braun's awful promo on Monday.
All right.
I mean, it's a good thing. You got to see if you can go. You got to see if you can float.
Please fail. Failing's good for you. That's how you learn. And that's how you get Mike Adamle. And you know what? I like Mike Adamle.
Poor Braun. It was so bad. Poor guy. I knew it was. I'm not excited for Braun versus Brock at all. I want to be.
Well, they gave it to you too many times already.
I know.
And they gave you disappointment each time they did it.
Well, like not
even disappointment because they were fun.
Yeah. And we at last Rumble it was Brock and Braun and Kane, but still.
Why was Kane there?
I don't remember.
I can't figure it out.
And my biggest disappointment about Wrestle Kingdom? No Tai Chi. Unless he was on the pre-show, which I didn't watch. No Tai Chi.
Well, I had no Minoru Suzuki on the main card either. That's crazy.
It's nuts.
Got all these Westerners and Kiwis on the card. Ain't no room for Suzuki. I'm pretty sure he killed 30 young boys as a result. You're not doing your dojo any favors, sirs.
Oh, I started watching some of NXT UK because I'm like literally 2 months behind. Big UK takeover shows this
I'm sorry, did
Saturday.
you say big strong boy?
No. Primate J. Melrose.
Okay.
He wears a gorilla mask, and you know what that means.
He doesn't give. Yeah, I know what that means.
And you know who he was teaming with?
Who's he teaming?
The Wild Boar.
All right.
Let's see what else. Oh, have you noticed this on Raw and SmackDown? They're doing like little city packages now for wherever they are.
They used to be great when they do a little like feature. Like they would usually just be the shot of the outside.
Right.
That's nice. That's a nice little touch.
I like it differentiates every week.
Makes it special.
Yeah.
Make them
I
special.
like this.
Yeah, it is. It's a fun. It's simple. It's easy, and it gives a little bit of flavor. Hey, we're not having grilled cheese again tonight. I'm putting some meat in there.
Tai Chi getting an intercontinental match.
Yes, very nice. See, that's fine, right? No. What's he doing to you? Is he making you hurt?
No, we both know that Lesnar Strowman match is going to be a clusterfuck. It's just a question of how long they're going to torture us with it. Plus,
what if they go Goldberg route and they make it like a 12-second match?
I mean, maybe.
Braun wins, shocks the world. Small package, very large small package.
Yeah.
It would be the largest small package.
What if Paul Smackage comes out?
Brother.
Grapevine, Texas. I might be pals with Jericho now too. Just as an aside.
Is that your one more thing?
No,
Is that your DMing with Chris Jericho for Christ's sake? Inviting him to listen to Deprogram this week.
To which he said, "Cool, give me a link."
Oh man,
it'd be cool if he actually listens. Worst case scenario, he's gonna retweet it. That's the worst case scenario.
It's gonna happen. It's happening. All you've done is be a nice dude, and look, it's finally paying off, sir. I'm very pleased for you.
So the big news.
I'm still gonna go with Wicked Bastard. It's not working very well for me.
Big news. I think Impact might be getting through the hump,
dude.
So they had Homecoming. Didn't watch it. I was almost drawn in. You knew it happened though, and that's important. Yeah. They were back on my radar. Yeah. Johnny Impact is still the damn champion. Hey, it's okay. Okay. Important news though. So they got dumped from Pop or wherever they were. Yeah. And then they got put on some other even lesser known channel. But Nathan, in what may be the smartest move in the company's history. It's kind of brilliant. They're going to be simulcasting live from whatever garbage channel they're on now and Twitch. Remember how we were excited for Wrestle Circus? Oh man, they're gonna get big. They're doing TV without TV. Yeah. How do you do TV without TV? Throw it on Twitch. What a weird, disparate, crazy audience is on there, and it's becoming far more ubiquitous than it used to be. House of Hardcore does it. Lots of companies do it, but this is an actual TV show that's actually going to be doing it. And I got to tell you, I'm much more apt to go out of my way on a Friday night at 10 o'clock after SmackDown, because SmackDown's moving over to Fox, right? 8 to 10, then watch Impact. Why not? All I have to do is turn on my PlayStation, and there's Twitch. It's there. And that's been the big thing, is accessibility. That's why it's like the companies that are like, hey, we're going to do a paywall service too. And then it's like, why aren't people giving us money? Because you put up a step. Not that they don't want to give you money, not that they don't want to endorse, not that they don't want to support. You've just made it more difficult to access your product. Twitch is pretty damn accessible. As a nice way to reach a lot more people. The Pursuit channel. That's the name of the channel. Is that real? Yeah. I'm almost 100% positive. There's a channel I don't belong on. Or at least it would be a very short show. They got me. That's the dumbest thing. Stay. Yes. I'm much more apt to watch it now on Twitch. And I don't know when that starts. Hopefully it's this Friday, but that'd be a quick turnaround. I'd dig it. Pursuit? Okay. I want to start watching it. I want to give it the chance because I can tell that they're trying now. It doesn't feel dead. It doesn't feel like it's stinky. It just feels like it's just still kind of rebooting. They're getting new faces in there except for Johnny Impact. And
He's the credibility.
If he was,
dude.
yeah, but he's not.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
He's actively keeping me from watching their programming,
All right.
and it's only because he's champion. I don't even dislike the guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's only because it's recycled WWE guy as their champ. That's literally the only reason.
Okay, I think you and I both agree. Eli Drake,
How could it not be him?
dummy. Yeah.
How could it not be him?
Dummy. Yeah.
I mean, I guess because he's a bad guy, but
Whatever. You want to see him get him some comeuppance.
yeah. If I'm not mistaken, they only have something like 300K subscribers, and that's fair. And how do you build the base?
Because think about what that's going to be. I mean, if they foster it and I don't want to say necessarily regulate it, but you're going into a place that has instant chat right there, man.
Mhm. You get
You
instant
could
feedback.
accidentally be building a community.
Yeah.
I want to go in and throw some bits, some matches, dude.
Remember when I tried to do that?
Right.
Build a community on Twitch, and then we got banned.
Oh yeah, that's
'Cause
right.
Some people called the
Maybe
N-word.
it happens.
Mm.
Happens a lot in Twin.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm very interested in seeing how that chat pans out, man.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Maybe we start watching and start throwing out WrestlePals bits into the.
What?
Who knows? Who knows? So it's just been a jam-packed week, and it's not stopping.
Mhm.
There's more this weekend. UK Takeover.
Can I give you my last little one thing?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then we'll go home. I'm going. Rusev saying, "Hey man, my life's about to change in a pretty big way." Lana saying, "Hey, our lives are about to change in a pretty big way." Nobody really knows what that means. A lot of people saying, "Oh, is Rusev going to AEW?"
It's a dog.
Is that's what it is? It was a dog? Oh, I thought Lana was gonna have a baby. We were gonna have baby Machka, little Machka baby. Throw down little Machka kicks, kicking before he could walk. They got a dog?
I think so.
Well, that was a worst. Hey, you got me. Guess what? I like getting got.
People also bitching about Shinsuke and Rusev. Did you see that this week? Lana's a wrestler. Why would she be hurt from taking a bump? She took a bump. Hey,
Sounds just like him.
hey, it's wrestling, dipshit.
Calm down.
Calm down.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I put on a striped shirt one day, broke my arm.
You're willing to accept that these penis druids walked out with Joey Ryan,
Yeah, that happens, man.
but
So-
you're not willing. You're willing to accept that there's a dead man who's been wrestling for 30 years.
Yeah.
You're willing to.
It is known.
It is not. But come on, man. Lana, a dude fell on her. It's wrestling. She got hurt.
Oh no! What? Oh no! I'm concerned for her.
God, I'm angry. One last thing, guys, that take you both heard about arena security making people who walked in with AEW shirts buy WWE shirts. What I saw was some people were getting rejected, and some people got asked to put WWE shirts on, but they lifted that at some point.
Which is funny because they've seen plenty of Bullet Club shirts like making it on TV.
I think it was because they were in. AEW was in the same town. Like, remember they did the thing.
They thought it was going to be an
takeover
invasion thing.
thing?
Yeah.
So,
All right.
and last thing Ellie said back up here, I'll watch. Sami Callihan should be champion if anything. I mean, he does call himself the Draw. So
Word.
right. So we need this one.
I'm spent from wrestling, yo.
It's a week.
That was 1 week. We got to do this again in another week. Guess what? This is probably going to be AEW announcements. Rumble build. It's going to be
2
great.
weeks from the Rumble now. Also, new Wrestle Party pre-tapes is out. New one next week. I got to start watching for the next tapings.
How many missed texts do I have on there, Justin?
239.
Yeah. Hashtag Wrestle Party.
One of these days you'll jump in and say, "Hey guys."
I'm just going to show you. It's going to be great. Hey everybody, we're at hashtag WrestlePals. If you dig us, dig what we do. Facebook.com/WrestlePalsVA. That's where we stream the show every week. Go in there, chat with us. That's where our chat's been popping up. If you don't want to do it there, you can follow us anywhere else. You can go over to YouTube.com. Let's spell it out, search for hashtag WrestlePals, get all of our back catalog, see how wrong we've been on literally everything. Sometimes we're right. It's weird. If you don't want to look at our ugly mugs, the pod version is available everywhere pods can be got. iTunes Store, Spotify, Stitcher, that other one. You know, the other one. Not that one, the other one. That one, yes, that one. You can get us there. But if you want to support the show a little more directly, patreon.com/ohhijustin. O-H-H-I Justin. Because that's the home of hashtag WrestlePals, along with the home of Deprogram, the finest music show on the internet, featuring upcoming Fozzy of all things. Ain't that crazy? Weird how it almost worked out just perfectly. It's all coming together for you, sir. It's all coming together. Not just that, you get the Oh Hi Justin pod on there too. It's a daily delve into the madness that is this maniac. Oh my God! I've been trying to get that tagline together. A daily delve into the madness of this maniac. There it is. That's my cell. I finally got the cell for the Oh Hi Justin. Ow, it hurts. The Oh Hi Justin. Ow, it hurts. The Oh Hi. Not now. I'll drown. Also, the home for these ghouls. And hey, be on the lookout for Ghoul Patrol. It's coming. It's coming, yo. We coming, yo.
Too cool for school.
If you want to reach out to us individually, reach out to poor Justin here at the Hulkster on Twitter. At the Hulkster. If you can't throw a buck to the Patreon, throw some interaction. He thrives on the stuff, man. He lives for it. He's gonna reply back. He's a good dude like that. He lives for it. LIVs for it. At the Hulkster. If you want to get in touch with me, it's gonna require certified mail, and I'm gonna dodge that stuff. At the Nate Project on Twitter, I see the notifications.
Hey, mister.
Don't do that. I see the notifications. It drives me crazy. Ruins the day. I love it. There's the music. God. Oh, no, it's not. How much longer I got? Like another hour? I can do this.
A minute.
Well, I'm going to go home and I got to lay down.
Okay, that's a good idea.
I think I'm going to have more water. Oh, God damn. Hashtag WrestlePals.
And my little doggy's bone. So I pick him up and I'm gonna carry home. But he a mean dog, bit me in the spare rib. And I'm take him home, put him in the baby crib. Yeah, I don't know the words that AJ Styles. You know what you are? You're phenomenal. Phenomenal.